24 AMC 8, question 13. Bugs Bunny is hopping up and down a set of stairs, one step at a time. In how many ways can Buzz start on the ground, make a sequence of 6 hops, and end up back on the ground? For example, one sequence of hops could be up, up, down, down, up, down. This is a counting question. Because the question is saying, hey, I want to do this. How many ways can I do this successfully? So that's counting. And this question is a pretty challenging question because it's a counting with constraints. And I'll go through the details. Let's start from the counting part. 6 moves, and you want to come back to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many ups and downs should you have to come back to the starting position? The answer is going to be I need 3 ups and 3 downs. Equal number of moves up and down so that I'm back into the initial position. So in that sense, could I say, hey, look, you have 6 moves, just pick any 3 of them to be up and remaining to be down, then this question is completed. Not really. That's where the constraint comes in. To understand this constraint, let me ask you this question. Can this bunny start the first move as down? So starting on the ground, could this bunny go down? The answer or the question will be, well, where would this bunny go down to? You can't dig a hole on the ground. So the constraint is no lower than the ground. Counting question, especially when it appears in a math contest, I would say firstly you need to know the math, which I'll go through in more detail, but also pay very special attention to the constraints. Because they don't need to specifically say, hey, look, by the way, this bunny can only stay up the ground, because it's obvious. You start on the ground, you move up the stairs, move down, you can't move lower when you're on the ground. So the first move has to be up. Under the same constraint, the last move has to be down. Because Buzz needs to come back to the ground, and you can only come back to the ground from floor 1. So in that sense, it's not really there are 6 positions. We need to find 3 of them for up. Remaining is down. First one is up, next one is down. You only have 4 positions to fill. And in that sense, let's fill them one by one because there's another part or another small point you need to pay attention, still related to the constraints. So let's try to fill them in. The first way to do this is going to be up, 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 down, down, down. So 3 steps up, 3 steps down. Easy peasy, you're back to the initial position. And let's continue on. So up, up, down, up, down, down. Or up, up, down, down, up, down. Again, always make sure you start from up, you end with down. That's what else do we have? You can also do up, down, up, down, up, down. Or up, down, up, up, down, down. Finally, you can also try up, down, down, up, up, down. Now my question to you. I find 6 ways to do this, but one of them does not work. Can you find out which one does not work? Again, remember, the boss cannot dig a hole on the ground. You may find it. This last one I have here does not work because you go up once, then you go down. Now this bus is on the ground. You cannot make a down movement again. So this one needs to be removed, and the answer is 5. This is what I'm saying. It's a counting question. You want to quickly figure that, okay, I have 6 moves. I need to figure out which 3 are ups, which 3 are downs. But be very careful about the constraints. I want to expand on this question a little bit because counting question is super important. And in fact, for this question, the best way to do it is going to be leave them out because you need to check whether there will be any case that doesn't work. So I want to now change this question a little bit. This time, the bunny is in the middle of the stairs. So let's see, the bunny is at 4th floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now again, you want to make some moves up, some moves down. So 6 moves back to 4th floor. 6 hops back to starting point. The reason I change it in this way is because if there's no worry about you can't just go down to the floor, right? You can't go down lower than the ground. In this case, I still need 3 ups, 3 downs, but even if I make 3 downwards movement, I'm still on the first floor. So in this case, the question becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 hops, and I need to pick any 3 as up. How many ways? This is where I want to show you a mathematical way to do it because you can still count it, but it'll get very, very messy. So instead, what we can do is this. I need to pick 3 positions for up. So for the first up, I have 6 open positions, right? I need to pick 1 to be the up. So for the first up, how many choices do I have? I have 6 choices because any position could be up. I can pick the 4th position. Now, for the second up, I only have 5 choices because 1 position has been taken. For example, I pick the second position. Now the third up, I only have 4 choices. Maybe here. When you pick the first up, 6 choices. You pick the second up, 5 choices. You pick the third one, 4 choices. But that is not the end because there are duplications. Remember, I picked the first one here, second one here, third one here. But I can change the order. I can pick the first up as the second position, second up as a 4th position, third up as a 5th position. They're exactly the same choices. It's just a different order of those 3 ups. So to remove those duplications, I need to divide how many ways can you arrange 3 positions. How many ways can you just switch the order of those things? The answer is going to be 3 times 2 times 1 because of the same reason. You have three choices for what's your first one, two choices for the second, and one choice for the third. And given that, I will get 120 divided by 6 equal to 20. And this is called a combination 6 to 3. So I have 6 potential positions. I need to pick 3 as my apps. This is going to be super useful for future counting questions. Instead of giving you a general formula, I want you to go through this because it's relatively easy once you understand the math behind it. Just remember, you need to pick three things. How many choice do you have for the first one, second one, third one? Then remember, they will be duplicating with each other, so divide by the ways you can permute them or rearrange them. Again, this is a case where there's no constraint. The bus is in the fourth floor, so up and down how many times? Three times is okay. Thank you.